Well, welcome back to Finding America. Well, it's great to see you again. This week I was once again pleased to find another picture in my email inbox from a viewer wearing their favorite Finding America t-shirt. And this week's picture is from our friend Max. Well, thank you so much, Max, not only for the picture, but for your incredible support of the channel. I want to tell you, it really is greatly appreciated. Now, if you'd also like to send me a picture of yourself wearing your favorite Finding America shirt, you can do so by emailing me at findingamerica01@gmail.com. Now, you might also notice that I'm wearing one of our brand new Finding America sweatshirts. And they have our logo on the front, and we're flying the flag on the left-hand sleeve, too. And we also have long sleeve shirts and hoodies in just about any color you want. And you can get them from our friends at detectives.com. Well, this week's hunt, while it was short, it turned out to be a really great hunt. Now, I had company in town at my house, and Chris was still recuperating from his knee injury. So it was really hard to find some time to get out metal detecting and put an episode together. But I always like to have an episode for you guys each week. So I found 5 hours one morning, and I put it aside to go metal detecting. And I was hoping that was going to be enough time. So I decided to return to the Hanging Tree Courthouse with the Equinox 800 and the small 6-inch coil. Well, as it turned out, I may have been short on time, but this hunt, it was long on finds. Well, I am out bright and early this Sunday morning, hunting one of my favorite courthouses, and I'm bringing the Equinox and the 6-inch coil. Now, I've never had the 6-inch coil on this spot, and I have to tell you, as soon as I set the coil down, there were just signals everywhere. It's an amazing coil. What can I say? First, this is actually my second target. The first one was a pull tab. But this one was ringing in about 14. And let me tell you, look at this tiny little thing that popped out. Very small piece of jewelry. Kind of a diamond pattern there. Looks like it has black onyx. It could be silver. Came out real nice. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but man, it really sniffed it out. This is a very tiny little piece. So I'm very happy with that. Well, okay, I'll tell you what, I just got done filming that little piece of jewelry. Moved over about 8 inches and got a signal that was mainly on number 12. Sometimes bounced to an 11. I only dug down about 3-4 inches. And check it out. You see that? I have a nickel. I don't even know what kind. I just grabbed the camera. Figured I'd film it and let me brush this dirt off and see what we got. Oh, get out of here. That's a buffalo. Oh my, look at that. That is incredible. This is literally my second good target, my third hole I've dug. And I've been over this spot so many times. I'll tell you what, it looks like it's going to be a 35 or 36. But I will get that cleaned up. I'm not going to have to do much to it. Look at that, it's beautiful. Full date. But, oh man, is that awesome or what? And it was just a little squeak, but one that you wouldn't ignore. But I tell you, I've been over this spot, I don't know how many times. Hundreds. Feels like it. Well, that's awesome. Well, next signal is actually right next to a bench. Bunch of hard packed dirt around the tree here. It was giving me a 13, and I had to dig about 8 inches. Yeah, it took me a while to get this out. Yeah, it's big iron. I just wanted to show you what came out of this hole. It was under a bunch of roots too. Check that out. That is pretty interesting. I thought maybe it was a burner cover for a stove. Boy, that thing was down there. Well, next signal was really mixed. I pulled a piece of garbage out of this hole, and I thought that's what my target was going to be, but there was still a little bit of a high squeaker in the hole. And I went down about 7 inches, and check it out. It popped out on my drop cloth. Appears to be an early Lincoln. Let's see here. Yep, it's a weedy. And let me get it cleaned off and I'll let you know what date it is. Well, it's a pretty nice one. It appears to be a 1910. Very cool. Second year for the weedy. And that was a very nice recovery. Just a little bit of a squeaker. Let me know it was down there. Well, this next signal, I'll tell you, I had to really slow down and isolate this one. I was ringing in at about 12, sometimes at 13. Dug down about, I'd say about 5 inches. And a pinpointer told me it was on my drop cloth. And I kept stirring the dirt around and check that out. Is that not a killer little button? That is very cool. Oh wow, look at that thing. Yeah, that's kind of fun. That makes my day. I like that. Very nice, early 1900s. And iron back button. So very cool little piece, and I'm glad I snipped that one out with that 6-inch coil. Well, I'll tell you what, here's another good signal. It was a solid 12, about 4 inches down. That was it. Not sure how I missed it all these times, but I did. And check it out. It plopped out of the dirt on my drop cloth, and I got a glimpse of it as it did, and I think I got another buffalo. Oh yeah, check that out. Amazing. Oh man, another nice one. That's gonna have a date too, so let me get my magnifying glass out and I will let you know what the date is, but look at that beauty. Just as nice as the last one. Wow, I'll tell you what, the 6-inch coil is really sniffing them out here, because now this is where the hanging tree was, and on hunted ground when I found the mercs, and I also found a buffalo and an old weedy in the same hole. This is the same spot, and I beat that spot to death. And here I am with the 6-inch coil, and it's a brand new spot again. Well, I'm sure a lot of you have dug your fair share of buffalo nickels, but if you ever wondered about the subjects that are on the coin, well, James Earl Fraser, who grew up on our country's vast prairies, wanted to bring out a coin that celebrated the American West. Well, as you know, the obverse of the coin depicts the bust of a proud Native American Indian chief. And many have wondered who exactly was the Indian chief. Well, Fraser said he actually combined the features of 2 chiefs, one being Chief Irontail of the Lakota Sioux, and the other Chief Two Moons of the Cheyenne, when sculpting the Indian for this coin. Well, as you know, on the reverse of the coin stands an impressive American buffalo. And despite Fraser having grown up on the prairies of our great country, he actually used a buffalo named Black Diamond, who was the largest bison in captivity and resided at the New York Central Park Zoo. And now you know both sides of the buffalo nickel story. Well, next thing was bouncing around in the 20s, and it popped out on my drop cloth, about 4 inches. Nice little wheat penny. Looks like I got a 51D. I'll definitely take that. Well, next thing was ringing in about 13, 14. I dug a little piece of iron, but then when I cleaned it off, it appears to be a scutcheon or a cover for the hole for a lock key, old skeleton key. So that's pretty cool. Maybe part of the old courthouse here. Well, the next hole was bouncing all over the place. High teens to high 20s. And I ended up pulling a huge nail, a clad dime, and a 53 weedy all out of the same hole. So that's pretty cool. Well, I just found one of my favorite things to dig. It's ringing in about 1920, and went down about 7 inches. Once again, put the dirt up on the drop cloth and check it out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have an Indian. I just saw the green penny sitting there, and I grabbed my camera. The signal was a little too low for a weedy, so I'm hoping. Let's see. Oh, heck yeah. Check that out. That is awesome. Man, look how nice it is. Nice green color on it. Wow. It's not a, that is just incredible. Looks like the green's wiping off the back a little bit, but that is awesome. Let me see if I can get a date on this. Wow, the date is clear as a... Wow, that's just awesome. 1882. Oh man, what an awesome coin. Oh, I love digging Indians. Indians and buffaloes. It's a heck of a good day. Well, next target, ringing in about a 15, 16. Didn't have to go too far down. It was about 4 or 5 inches. But check that out. Really nice old pocket knife. Still has a scale on this side. That's really cool. Definitely has some age to it. Probably 1930s or so. But very cool, and I'm glad to have it. Alright, got something good in this hole, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it was deep, and I tell you, a very iffy signal. It gave me like a 23. It was just all over the place, but I'm gonna dig it all anyway. And you can see the size of plug I dug, a 6-inch plug. Went down a little bit more, about, I'd say 8 inches, and I just plopped up the first handful of dirt. Check it out, silver dime, sitting right there. I don't know what this is. I just saw the edge and grabbed the camera. So, it's a Rosie. I will definitely take it. That's awesome. Looks like a 1951. So there you go. Silver dime out of this pounded spot. It looks like I got a mint mark too. I think it's a Denver. But, very cool. Nice little piece of silver for the morning. Well, check that little one out. It's actually some type of snap, but look at the design on it. That has some really serious age to it. Pretty neat. It's giving me a 13, 14 signal, and it's about 5 inches down. Here's the backside. But really cool little piece. Never seen one like that before. Well, I'll tell you what, just going really, really slow with that 6-inch coil over here near some packed dirt by a tree, and I got just the tiniest little bit of a high tone. You see I had to go through some roots, I'd say about 7, 8 inches, and check what popped out in the dirt. Another silver dime. So, I haven't even looked at it yet. It looks worn. I'm gonna pop it. Oh my gosh, it's a barber. Oh my god. Well, it's a cedar or a barber. Check it out, 1 dime. Oh my gosh, if I got a seated, I'm gonna freak. Nope, I got a barber. I think I'm still gonna freak. How awesome is that? Ooh, mega deep barber. And you know, I know you've heard me say this before, but I have been hunting this for 3 years. And look what that 6-inch coil just popped out of the ground. Well, let me spray it off. We'll see what year it is, but oh boy, am I happy. Whew, heck of a coin day. Well, there she is. Very worn, but still beautiful. 1907. And there's the backside. Oh, that's awesome. Boy, that sucker is worn. But we'll take it. Wow. Oh, that's just really fun to find. Well, next signal, again, just a little high tone squeaking through. Yeah, I was ringing about 18, 19, but I get a little low 20 squeaker every once in a while. And dug down about 4 inches right in the middle of all this garbage. And got a wheat penny. And I took a peek at this one already. We have a 51. I believe it's got a Denver mint mark on it. So very cool. Well, once again, I am just crawling along the sidewalk here, going down. And I've done this a million times before, but once again, got a little bit of a high tone squeaker, and about 5, 6 inches down, I see this pop out of my drop cloth. And yeah, it's another Wheatie. Check that out. This one's going to be 1946. So there you go. Another one hiding along, and found by that monster. Well, just working along the sidewalk and got a solid 12-13 signal. Only had to go down about 3 inches. Looks like this one, yep, I got a nickel, and it does appear to be an early Jefferson. Looks to me like a 1941, so very happy with that. More coins popping out. I'll tell you what, I know I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but this 6-inch coil on Equinox just amazes me. Okay, I'm going to give a little background of this. This tree right here, I have hunted to death because it produced so many buffalo nickels and early wheats. I think I even got an Indian head over here. So I have pounded it, and what happened is I got a signal right there, and I cleared out a piece of garbage, and then all of a sudden, bam, I get a 25-26 here, just clear as day. I don't know if that garbage is masking it or I just came out at a different angle. So I dug down about 5 inches and check out what's there. I'm gonna move my pinpointer here. Look at that, another silver dime. It's unbelievable, I'm telling you. Wow. I'm gonna just oh, be dang. It's a merc. And you know what? I had a trifecta today. We got the silver Roosevelt, we have this merc, and we got a barber. That's amazing. Now if I could find a V-nickel, I'd hit a trifecta in nickels too. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Now let me spray it off just a little bit and I'll get a date, but wow, what a great morning. Well, there you go. That's a 1944, another Hoover Boy special just like last week. So I will take that. That is a beautiful 44 Mercury dime. And that completes my trifecta. Ugh. Now if I find this seated, I'm gonna go crazy. With Veterans Day right around the corner, I hope you'll stick around to check out our special segment of historical photos honoring the American soldier. And from Chris and myself of Finding America, we both just want to say thank you so very much for your service and your sacrifice.